Hey guys, today I want to talk about some things you can do to help the environment that are small little things that may not seem like a lot, but they are. One of the things that I do is I compost at home. Wait, what? You have some greasy mound of filth in your house? Of course I do. No, I don't. That's weird. So I live in an apartment and my city has a bin for yard waste. And the city has also said you can now put in composting. So if you're not familiar with this is, you basically take your food scraps and if you have a backyard, you can buy a big compost bin from like a Home Depot or a Lowe's or something like that. You put your yard trimmings in there, you put your food in there, and it turns into amazing mulch. Or you can give it to your city if your city does curbside yard waste removal or yard recycling, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So what you don't put in, you can't put in meat or dairy because that gets heinous. But we have just like a little jar. It's almost like a cookie jar. And then you buy these bags at like a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's, and they're literally called home compost bags. And it's a plastic made from, I believe it's corn, but it's a plant-based compostable plastic. And so when you're like, whatever, a banana peel, you're cutting, an orange rind or whatever, some food that goes bad, you put it in there and then you tie up the bag and then you put it in the yard waste recycling bin. Again, make sure your city does that, or your city might have a place to drop off yard waste or composting, because a lot of cities are starting to realize that this is a cheap way for them to get fertilizer instead of paying money for fertilizer, because Mother Nature kind of had it all figured out before we came up with petroleum-based fertilizers and chemicals and whatnot. So it's a really cheap, easy way to do. And here's what you're saving. So instead of just taking what you would normally, your eggshells, banana peels, whatever that you would put into the garbage disposal, and then you run the water. So each one of these little like half-gallon bags, you're saving a bunch of gallons of water, and also just the electricity of running that. And it might not seem like a lot, but over a year it actually is. And you're just letting Mother Nature do its thing, because when you put something in a garbage disposal, it just goes back in the water supply and it's not really doing what it's supposed to do, which is Mother Nature recycles everything. Mother Nature recycles everything. Plants eat it, bugs eat it, that's the whole cycle. So this is a great way for you to do that. It saves water, and it also is just overall better for the environment, and it keeps the reduce, reuse, recycle, that crazy triangle I'm sure you've seen. You are participating in that. It's a great way to help out. Another great thing you can do is turn the faucet off while you brush your teeth or wash your hands. Again, it might not seem like a lot. It's maybe 6, 8, maybe 10 ounces of water, but think about that. You brush your teeth twice a day. That's 16, 20 ounces of water a day, 365 days a year. Look how much water you're saving. Same thing with washing your hands. Put a little soap, get it wet, then turn the faucet off, then do the thing, and then rinse it off. It might not seem like a lot, but it is. It's little things like this that add up. Also, one of the greatest things I ever heard about in terms of saving the environment, it was in a surfing magazine. I'm a surfer. You might be able to see one of my surfboards back there. There it is. Boom. They had the 10 best ideas that'll help save the planet. And they had some very big ideas, from some big thinking people like Elon Musk and stuff, which is great. I mean, obviously, I've talked about it before, like his new solar panels that are coming out. Those are all great. They had water purification. They had a bunch of big things, which are fantastic. But what are things you and I can do on a daily basis? And this 12-year-old kid who's a surfer, like down in Huntington Beach or whatever, came up with this fantastic idea for a school project, and it made it all the way into Surfer Magazine, which is, he called it Pick Up 3. Every time this kid goes to the beach, he picks up 3 pieces of trash and throws them away. And because the little pieces of plastic are the most harmful for marine life. If you were to find a seagull or any bird or fish, and when they die, if you cut open their stomach, you're going to see a lot of plastic. So what plastic does is the birds and fish eat it. They can't digest it. So then their stomach is telling them that they're full and they stop eating and starve to death. So picking up little pieces of plastic. So this kid came up with this pick up 3 idea. And I've started to do that because I would go down to the beach and be like, I'd see trash. The beaches aren't that bad. They're pretty clean around here. But still, you see garbage. You see stuff people drop, the wind, the rain, whatever. And I personally go, I see all that. I go, Jesus, I can't clean this whole beach. So it's like, if I can't clean the whole beach, then what's the point? Like I got to fix the world or quit, which is an insane extremism way of thinking. So the pick up 3 thing for me, I was like, oh, great. Every time I go to the beach and I'm down there probably, I don't know, I surf 2-3 days a week. It's been cold and rainy here a lot. But anyway, so let's say I go down 3 days a week. That's 3 pieces of trash a day, 9 pieces a week, 9 times 50 weeks a year. That's 450 pieces of trash a year. 468 if you want to get technical. That I, one guy, Graham Elwood, am preventing from going into the ocean and putting in a trash bin. See how the little things add up? Every little thing adds up, guys. Home compost, save water, pick up 3. Boom! And then like and subscribe to this and go to the Patreon page. The link's below. Thank you guys so much. Stay vigilant.